Good. So good flow, good breathing, and good rhythm. Now let's understand the process of blood and process of oxygenation. Our heart and our lungs, they are working together. When we are breathing in, our main aim is to bring a excessive amount or the proper amount of alkalinity or proper amount of oxygen to the body. Okay, this oxygen travels into the body and gets exchanged with the carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is understand like a kind of a acidic nature of the body. Okay, and oxygen is like prana is like a alkalinity of the body. Just think about this when you're performing yoga, not yoga. Yoga. Okay, now let's understand this practice. Okay, so today we are going to do the very much work on the spine concept of the body, because the concept of energy has a deep relationship with the spine concept in the body. Anatomically, we have to understand the spine, and we have to understand and work on the spinal cord and all the vertebrae. Okay, so put your fingers, interlace them, okay, and put it at the base of your spine. Okay, and now move to the right and left. Your center is in the center. Okay, right and left, and feel it at the base of your spine, which is the tailbone or last wala part. Right and left, right and left. Okay, now you can involve your neck movement and flow along with the body's movement. Very good. Oh, very good. Now bring the same to the navel. Keep your elbows open, shoulders relaxed, back straight. Again, continue to the right and left, right and left. First in the center. Good. Now involve the movement of the neck along with it. Look like this. When you're going to the left, go look left. When you're going to the right, look right. Good job. So it has to, so when you're going like this, you have to go like this. When you're going like this, you have to go like this. So move along with the body. I hear all the popping sound. Very good. You have a popping sound everywhere. Okay, popcorn sound. It's like a... Yeah. Okay. The third location, we will go to the heart. Heart. See, this is a physical body. And Ayurveda says this whole body sac. Imagine like this is a bag. This is filled up with the blood, right? Because when in the uterus, when the baby is getting formed, right, the two things are coming and that small cell is started dividing, right? The nourishment, the whole thing, the body. So this is like when the body is developing, they need this rakta dhatu. So it's one of the most important building block of our body, right? for example, when we go through the emergency, or when we need some action on the body, or when we are going through the surgery, or when we are doing something like this, do we think like we need a muscular transplant, or do we need a fat transplant, or do we need a lymphatic transplant, like that, right? We always use the blood transfusion, not transplant, transfusion, right? So the very important thing is like we all need the blood, right? So when we are doing surgeries, when we are doing this, we keep the blood because we need it to do the proper work and action in the body. That is an inbuilt given gift to this physical body. So that's the one of the major building block of the body. Okay, so breath, movement, spine, and neurology we'll talk later on. But let's do this heart concept, which is the house for the blood. Okay, so heart, blood, and then psyche, heart, pitta, blood, they are all integrated with each other. Okay, so let's do the heart movement. Put your both palms, palm facing on the skin, nice and intact. Open your shoulder and do the right and left, right and left. So you keep continue. So when we are talking about the genital herpes, when we are talking about sexually transmitted diseases, here the major thing we need to understand when we are performing these medical yoga and therapeutic yoga, we have to concentrate on certain things in a specific way. Okay, so that's why I want you to do this practice like in this specific way along with yesterday's practice. Okay, now involve. Good job. This one is good. Nice, you got it. Good. Now come to the collarbone. Collar, this is a collarbone, right? Put your fingers here on the collarbone. Do the right and left, right and left, right and left. Okay. Now bring it behind the head. Hold properly. Okay. Give the base support. Interlace properly. Good. Open your shoulders. Open your elbows. Now very gently. This movement has to be very soothed. Okay. Rhythmic and slow. And you cannot practice this if you are suffering with hypertension and vertigo and head problems, headaches, migraines, things like that. So you should not practice this when you have too much neurological challenges in the body. Okay, and here we are not moving right and left head, we are holding, like that's very important key. Okay, and release. Okay, now yesterday's one. Inhale, lift higher, reach. Exhale. Inhale and release. So after the whole set of this, I would like you to practice the yesterday's first one for 3 times. Okay. The one which we practiced 3 times. Okay, because spine is it's a very crooked organ. It's a very different, it's like so many tiny things in a small canal, compact with on top of each other, like dun, right? So it's very good to reach to, you cannot do the 33 vertebrae something somewhere. So this is the best way to de-stress them. And once it will start de-stressing, we can think of nice flow of energy later on, along with the body work. Okay? So practice this. I will give you 2 to 3 minutes and then I will take you. Good job. Good? Then? Done with the practice?
Yes.
So did you feel like when you were moving, so when we were moving, right, our aim and our focus is to work on the spine. And spine, our main aim at the first one is at the base of the spine. That is where in our spiritual science, in Ayurveda, we connect that with the apana. Apana Vayu, but on the chakra level, we connect it with the Muladhara chakra. Mula means root. Adhara means, thank you, good, right? Adhara means foundation, support, right? So what is going to happen with this concept is, now, first of all, we are suffering with this problem, right? We have challenges in the body. We have challenges as it is a sexually transmitted disease on the physical level, on the mental level, on the spiritual level, but not only this, emotional level too. Don't you agree with this? So now, if we want the strong root, as Muladhara chakra is the base of our chakra, which is the base of our body, Kundalini. But forget about that concept today. We'll just focus on the Muladhara, which is the base of the spine, tailbone. Now, we need to understand how this Muladhara chakra is connected with one of the Pancha Prana, one of the 5 types of prana, Vata. Vata. One of the 5 subtypes of the Vata, right? So, what we need to grow nice, right? If we want to plant a tree in the ground, right? What is the main thing? Do we give the water to every plant around us? No. Right? But somebody is taking care of it, na? I give water to my plants only which is in my boundary. The one in the jungle, one in the forest, one here and there, who is watering them? 5 element concept. Right? We don't go and pour the water on them. The body, the nature, the cycle, the season, that's where the Ayurvedic concept is going to come in. So even if you have these many challenges from last 3 years, where you were suffering, when you had so many challenges on so many different levels, let's forget about all of that, because it is your past. You are coming to Ayurveda and you are coming to yoga to understand what is happening with you at the present moment. So let us talk about our root of the body, the base of our body. And that base, that root is a Muladhara chakra on the spiritual level. On the physical level, we are doing it. On the mental level, I am teaching you all these concepts. Now, at home, practice. What is Ayurveda? The science of life. Ayu means life, Veda means knowledge. So we are understanding what is happening with us. This is your life. This is my life. Right? So understand the whole concept and the definition of health, what you learned today. Do you remember what is the definition of health?
Those elements in balance.
So, samadoshaha samagnischa samadhatu malakriyaha prasanna atma indriya manaha swastha iti abhidiyate. The balance and harmony into the 3 doshas, the balance and harmony into the 7 tissues, the balance and harmony into the 3 waste, and the balance and harmony into the 5 sensory organs, and balance in the mind and balance in a last one, soul. Right? Ayurveda thinks about the soul also. Really, is it measurable?
No.
Can you measure your soul? Have you seen your soul? Have you seen my soul? Can you cut your soul? Is there a color to the soul? Can you touch your soul? Can you hold your soul? Right? The concept of soul is spirit. What is spirit? We'll talk tomorrow. Okay, this practice is good enough. Okay, so you involve all of this in today's session, and then tomorrow I will add few more. On the table, under the sheet, face up.
Yes.
I will knock before I come in. Okay. Namaste, namaste, namaste. This is Aruna Patki, Ayurvedic healer, practitioner, integrative therapist to work on the mind, body, and spirit concept, or mind body connection concept, and heal my client, whatever the sufferings they bring along with them for their conditions in the body. So the Ayurvedic eye is an eye to look at you, to understand you, where you are at the present moment. That's called it as the Vikruti, or imbalanced status of your body. It goes on physical level, mental level, spiritual level, emotional. There are so many different levels if you would like to heal your clients. Thank you so much for coming here. This is Aruna Patki, Ayurvedic doctor, a licensed massage therapist, and a yoga teacher. I am here to share my wisdom of Ayurveda and yoga with all of you. I hope you enjoyed your time with us. Thank you. Namaste.